There's a quote by Albert Einstein that says, insanity is doing the same thing over and over and over again, but expecting different results. Check Your Playbook is the same way.
What belief, what thought, what play do you continually go to that is generating these negative consequences? And do you need to change it?
You can only control yourself, so there might be some things that you have to change in order to do that. And that's kind of what Check Your Playbook is. You may have to change your approach or anything like that.
If you think about a situation that could happen when you're, it may be difficult, but say like, okay, if this happened, this situation, like say if I'm, driving down the road and I get a ticket, what do I say? Maybe you can think about it ahead of time to make it a little less stressful, because now you're going in with at least some type of playbook. I
play a lot of things out in my mind, whether it's raising my children, if they're going to on their first date, they're going playing their first football game. I always want to know how I'm going to react as a parent. So when this happens, then this is how I'm going to react. And that's what Check Your Playbook does for me. It gives me those plays in certain situations.
When you're going through a situation and you don't really quite know whether you're on the right track or dealing with it properly or whatever, you're able to look back at different situations that you may have learned in the past, or call that individual that you're very close to. Like for me, it's my best friend. I've known him since 7th grade.
So when you try to come up with an answer, it might be wrong or it could be right, but you got lucky. You have to kind of go ask someone else how they dealt with it, and that'll help you out, I think.
Abraham Lincoln quotes that if a man only has a hammer in his tool belt, then he will solve every problem in a situation as if it were a nail. So does that make sense? Whereas if you only have one tool and you don't ever apply your other tools or develop other tools and gain other tools, then you approach every situation the same.
So what I've learned now is to look at the situation and maybe check to see if I'm acting appropriately. And sometimes that means that I have to talk to people and say, am I understanding what's happening? Is my impression accurate?
But over time, if you find that you're in an unproductive pattern, or you have an uncharacteristic reaction that doesn't do those three things again, performance, relationship, and goals, doesn't move those forward, then Check Your Playbook allows us to draw back and say, maybe I need to change my play.
When I have an airman come to my office and contemplate suicide, when I have an airman come to my office and they're involved with substance abuse, then I need to react and I need to be prepared rather than let my emotions take control.
For my playbook, it's to not only help people find the answer, it's help people to think it's their answer. To help them say, this is what I want to do to overcome this, this is how I'm going to beat it, rather than me telling them, hey, this is what you need to do.
But Check Your Playbook is essential to determining, do I need to change something? And if I do, then it's tied into a belief thought pattern that helps me accomplish my goals, improve my performance, and strengthen my relationships.